Pisces. Pisces, welcome back. I love you guys so much. I actually have an entire channel dedicated to just Pisces, but that's actually become more of my shorts. So you want to go check it out. Go check it out. See if you like anything over there. But this is your week ahead tarot card reading, Pisces, by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is an intuitive message for Pisces sun, moon, and rising sign. It's an energy reading, so it comes to you when you call it into you, and that's what makes it timeless, and that there's no specific time it's for the time that you're ready to hear it, right? But this does cast out for a week ahead. If you're looking for personal readings, because say you have an issue that's it's just deeper than you just need specifics, I absolutely do those. Please check out my website and you can book and schedule right there, Born Without Boundaries Tarot. All right, Pisces, we have a card. Oh, that's so beautiful. Sing, sweet nightingale. So it's just such a romantic energy. This could be lovely messages that are coming into you, or just the feeling of optimism and connection with others. This can be beautiful, kind words that you hear. It's just got a little positive uptick there. We're going to see more about it. Hold on. Let's get another card. Okay, listen. Let me give you a little preview. Love is coming from an unexpected place. And we'll get deeper into it with more cards. Let's just see. Pisces. Now remember, when I say love, I don't know what all these other readers and astrologers talk. When I say love, I mean unconditional connection. And so that can be, and it will fulfill you, and it will bring joy to your heart. It connects you through another person to a deeper state of your connection with God. Okay, it does not mean this is somebody you're sexually attracted to or aroused by. It doesn't mean any of those things. We got two more cards here too coming up in the past. It just means that it's love, real love, which is unconditional connection, and there's joy for you. So we have the past, present, and future. The past only shows up if it is impacting or has created what you're experiencing now, to give us some insights. And then, of course, we're going to get to the future. Let's get into it. I want louder. Pisces, any more messages that you have for Pisces that they need to hear, they need to know, that will help them live the best life and be their best selves? We got a good start. So we have love is all around, nightingale. It's just a beautiful tone. In other words, beautiful. Think beautiful, like music to your ears kind of energy. It's also Gemini energy, so it has to do with communications, friendly communications, probably one-on-one. If it's a lot, then it's different people reaching out to you, maybe to give you compliments. This could be congratulations. We don't know yet, so let's keep going. This is the one I picked. So trust in divine detours, which is why I said you may get good news or compliments or praise or appreciation from a place that you did not even expect. Now, sometimes this energy, this is coyote, so it could be deceptive, but let me say this, not when it's upright. When it's upright, it just means, kind of like what fox means, be malleable. Like this is, like with fox, it's more like, be malleable yourself. Get ready to improvise. Here, this is like the surprises are going to come at you. These are like curveballs, but they're not sent to really hit you. They're sent to really so you can knock them out of the park. So there's this energy of trust the divine detours, because even though they're surprises, this is actually really loving stuff that it's bringing at you, and it could lead you to exactly what you've been asking for but didn't know how to get to. Okay, so that's why you got to learn and trust those detours. Okay, this is this week. And then we have be peace, which is what came out underneath. Now, it's kind of moving toward the future. It's sort of flattened. So this might mean that this isn't the most peaceful weekend. This isn't the most weekend. This isn't the most placid time. You could feel a little bit disruptive and a little bit helter-skelter, off balance. Pisces, that could be exactly what you need. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. What it means is that's what it's going to come to. It's going to feel like, oh my God, why is this ground shifting underneath me? But there's this beautiful energy because it has to, and because you probably had decided that something was supposed to look a certain way, and that's not the way it was supposed to look. But I got to tell you, you will be able to feel that this is right. This is something really beautiful and surprising that's shifting and coming to you right now. You can't control this. You can't predict it. You can't control it. This is as much prediction as you're going to get. It's just saying it is coming and to please trust it. And then we have, in the past, set healthy boundaries, which is a warning that maybe somebody had stepped on you, and this was with a new situation. Trust in the magic. So twofold, trust in the magic, set healthy boundaries is there's something new with trust in the magic. There was something new coming into your life, and you had to set boundaries with it. There was this sense of, okay, this is new, and maybe because it's new, you don't even know where to set the boundaries, right? Because it's brand new, right? You don't even have the blueprints. Boundaries are knowing where to set boundaries, but you had to have a little bit of experience with it to know how to do it. Maybe just setting boundaries in general was new to you, but something could get really out of balance here. And this seems like things are still out of balance, so you might still need to set more boundaries because you have control, more control than you think. As long as you start setting those boundaries, you could shift this whole situation back to not feeling so unsteady and feeling like you're more of a participant than a surfer. So it really is asking you to maybe you be the one that surprises people by making decisions where decisions had not been made before. Ultimately, though, keeping yourself open and receptive to maybe taking on these new challenges or finding this new skill set in yourself. Like, I can do this. That could be what's so wonderful about this week, is that it's very empowering. Because it's like, I didn't even realize that I could talk like that to people. I didn't even realize I had this kind of power in me. And you absolutely do. So there's something here that's happening or popping off that's going to surprise you that had to do with this situation where it was new and you really didn't know how to set those boundaries. You're going to have to start setting them now. That's what will give you this common ground. This gives us a little bit more in depth. Now, it could also be, let me say this could be interpreted two different ways, at least the way I'm reading it. Because something was new, you could have had those boundaries up too high, right? We always assume set healthy boundaries where we didn't have any boundaries. Well, maybe that's not true because it's healthy boundaries. So maybe your boundaries were too high, right? Your walls were too big and you wouldn't let that new bird in. You wouldn't let that new bird in, and yet you should have. Maybe it's just you didn't want to see it or you couldn't see it. So this is where it's going to surprise you that shifting under the ground could make you crumble, or those walls crumble just enough. And that's why you don't feel solid and you don't feel like you have control over this, because you really never did. You always built the wrong boundary. You built it too high and you self-deceptively made yourself think, well, that's just me being safe. Well, not necessarily, because you can block yourself off from a helping hand or people reaching out to you or from just life itself. And so what this is saying is it's shaking you up to rebalance you, because there's something really beautiful that wants to happen, and you're going to be really surprised because that's the light that's going to start cracking through. And we have dove here, which is a representation of, the Holy Trinity, the Holy Spirit. So there's this sense of it's finally getting through. It's finally breaking through. And it is going to feel odd or awkward at first, but honestly, you're never going to feel the same afterward. You're just going to feel so much better. So let's get into tarot so we can get some of the details here. Feel free to leave the comments below about, oh, so the tower, there's a tower here. Now, that's interesting because remember the metaphors I was using with the walls crumbling down. Now, the tower just means it's going to happen suddenly, out of control, and like extreme. It's going to be rupturous. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but it does confirm this is not in your control. It's just going to happen. And then we have Queen of Swords. So that's all about, this could have been about a Queen of Swords. This could have been an actual person, somebody from your past it's coming out as. It's coming out as somebody from your past, somebody maybe that you had seen or dated. Could be communication from this person that comes in. And it could be like it surprises you and maybe you don't even trust it because it's almost like either I still care about you or I just wanted to kind of let you know that I wish you the best. It doesn't even have to be like I want a new romance with you. It could just be this is like a peacemaking. But it's coming up as somebody from like a Queen of Swords from your childhood or from maybe your hometown where you're from. Now this, for some of you, because it's pointing toward the future, is this could actually be what just really shocks you. And that would be them coming to you at just the right time when your ground was unsettled and you could see them maybe differently than you'd always seen them. And now there's a way forward for you too, as opposed to before when you may have blocked this and your walls had been up too far. So feel free to leave comments below about, what this is, but that's really where it's vibing for me. It's a general reading, so I'm trying to give you guys as many ways that this could play out. Remember, there's always an extended. I hope you guys will watch and come along with me. Those links are down below in the comment section and the description box. The answers you need are coming. Dude, what did I say? This is all repeat patterns here. We have Gemini energy here, Sagittarius energy here. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini, twins. This is Gemini energy. You're gonna get information, loving energy, loving information. Also, you're gonna love the information itself because it's really going to clarify something for you that you needed clarification on. That could also be why the Queen of Swords is here. It may not represent a person. It may represent you, part of you that needs clarity. And finally, that clarity has happened to you, and you could see the way through. So let's do this because I know you're asking the same questions. What are these answers? What are the answers that are coming? Can we get a little bit of an insight, God, into what are these answers for Pisces that are coming? Something with regards to either yourself or another Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. A new start. Maybe you took off and left somewhere, or you're able to finally be free. This could be King of Cups. This might actually kind of flatten out the way you feel about something, or make you just realize that maybe you were taken advantage of. It doesn't mean that it means that the information is coming in right on time so that you can avoid being taken advantage of. Or that you were too insecure to make this move yourself. And then we have King of Swords. So there's a real clear decision maker here. A real clear, so okay, what is this message? That even though you may not feel completely steady, objectively, it is time to take this leap. That's reading it backwards. Reading it forwards is you took a leap of faith that now with a clear mind you see was based on insecurities and impulse instead of really understanding the situation. What this all means to me is that you're getting communication that made you realize you actually wait, before I say it, can you please clarify? God, where's my clarification deck? I could use any of the decks. Let me use the Golden Girls. My sister complained to me. She bought me this deck and she's like, why don't you use it anymore? I love the deck. I don't know. Can you please clarify to me, was this a good decision or a bad decision? What's the clarity here? The Fool card is the clarity, which is, it is time, or you'll be happy that you moved in a different direction or were liberated. The Two of Cups here. Oh no, it's time to dive into this new connection. It's time to trust it, even though you may not feel secure about it. It is time. That's the clarification. Okay, who is this person then? Who is this person? We have Justice, could be a Libra, and Knight of Pentacles, they moved really, really slowly. Somebody who moves really slow, because now this could also just be describing them, but it's also sort of like somebody who deliberates a lot before they decide. They don't like to move fast or quick on things. Or it was a slow moving process, but it's almost like, it's like no time like the present. It took them a while to come to this conclusion. It's almost, I gotta say this to you, it's almost like somebody maybe owes you money. Like it took them a while to come around and give it to you, or to come around to the conclusion that you really deserve this, right? It's almost like credit where credit's due, but it just took somebody a long time to decide whether or not they should. Could also take you a long time. There's some sort of, or it's about a legal decision with regards to the distribution of finances. That's really specific, but it could be for some of you, right? Because it's almost like you jumped into this situation, this Two of Cups. Two of Cups is upright, so this is a strong connection. But there was a decision made, and there's justification in it. There's fairness here. There's somebody here who's very fair and very practical when it comes to dealing with things of resource or value. Or you're finally starting to be able to see somebody's value. Okay, lots of options there. Let's bring it all together. But that's what the communications are about. All right, explain God. Just tie it all together for us. Queen of Wands, somebody that you're very attracted to or turned on by. Also could be about something that you created or a wish that you had. Maybe somebody finally recognizing this in you, or you're finally recognizing it in them, and that would be, this is everything I've ever wanted. But didn't know how to get, or didn't know how to find. Because Seven of Pentacles is here to suggest that there was a stagnation, or this is something that you wanted, you kept trying to make it work out, or you just couldn't see something. You couldn't understand what you needed to do to be successful, and this is going to make it all very, very clear to you. Or it's, somebody owed you money and something had run flat, and now it's kind of like worked itself out, or that's what it's happening. It's working itself out. There's some sort of communication with regards to this situation. I just gotta get one more card. Hold on. No, what's the right card? I need clarity, God. Please help me with that. Can you help to clarify? I love you, God. So here's the clarification, my friends. A life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each and every step of the way. Sword in the stone. And if you know Arthurian legend, this is what changed young Arthur's life, because young Arthur thought he was one thing, which was a poor, not a servant, but a poor kid, a serf, a farmer's boy. And then he realizes he's the king. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to be about to be king, but this is a life-changing decision or moment where everything becomes clear at this point. And there's communications, the communications that are coming in that kind of rattles your cage. It makes you realize it. And this week is the beginning of all of this beautiful change that's coming to your life, or extreme change that's coming into your life, so that you can make the best decisions moving forward realistically and from a solid place. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. Let's go to the extended, guys. I'll see you there.